Good morning, children. We have discussed about the general characteristic features of bacteria. Now we have come to the shape and flagellation of the bacteria varies, and there are different shapes are there. Only 4 important shapes. First one is called coccus. Second type it is shape is called bacillus. Bacillus rod shaped. This is spherical. Spidellum, that's spindle shaped, and vibrio, it is comma shaped. The 4 shapes are there. And on the basis of flagellation is nothing but the arrangement and number of flagella on the bacterial cell. It is monotrichous, lophotrichous, amphitrichous, peritrichous, and atrichous. There are 5 terms are used. We will come in detail afterwards. Now, ultrastructure of the bacterial cell. Bacterial cell reveals 3 distinct layers. Are there capsule, or it is also called glycocalyx. Second part is called the cell wall, and third is called the cytoplasm. Just like animal cell, bacteria also is showing the cellular structure. The capsule or glycocalyx, some bacteria, they are surrounded by gelatinous substance which is composed of polysaccharides or polypeptide. A thick layer of glycocalyx bound tightly to the cell wall. That means cell wall is present in all bacterial cells. In certain bacterial cells outside the cell wall, thick gelatinous layer is present which is called the capsule, or it is also called the glycocalyx. It protects the cell from 2 different things, from desiccation. Desiccation is nothing but from drying. And antibiotics. That means they cannot be killed by applying antibiotics. If we suffer from certain bacteria which are having the glycocalyx, cannot be killed by antibiotics. The sticky nature of the glycocalyx helps them to attach to the substrate like plant root surfaces, human teeth, and tissues. It helps to retain the nutrients in bacterial cell. This capsule is helping to retain the nutrients in the bacterial cell. Now, a few examples have been given, that is duodenal and gastric ulcers caused by Helicobacter pylori, a gram-negative bacterium. Bt toxin produced by name of the bacteria. Bt name has come B for bacillus, T for thuringiensis. Application in raising insect-resistant crops. Now, next, second part we have told, that is called the cell wall. The structure of bacterial cell has been given here. We can see this is the capsule. This is already has been marked also. Capsule is a blue color structure. Next one is cell wall, that is the yellow color. Below that, yellow color. In between the yellow color, we can see it is called the periplasmic space. That has not been marked. And inner to the actually this yellow color is the cell wall. Then this saffron color, it is the cell plasma membrane. Inner to the plasma membrane, the cytoplasm. So inner to the capsule or glycocalyx, we can see the cell wall. Cell wall in bacterial cell, granular in nature, and it is made up and rigid. It provides protection and gives shape to the cell. That is the function of cell wall. Chemical composition of the cell wall is rather complex, and underlying there peptidoglycan or mycopeptide. These are the polymer of which unit? Name of that unit: N-acetyl glucosamine, N-acetyl muramic acid, and peptide chain of 4 to 5 amino acids. One of the most abundant polypeptide called porine, which makes the plasma membrane permeable. Porine, it is called polypeptide called the porine, present in the cell wall and helps in the diffusion of solids. Because of the presence of this porine, the cell wall will be having certain pores here and there, so that substances can diffuse through the cell wall into the cell. Now, next one is called plasma membrane. Inner to the cell wall, plasma membrane is present, which is made up of lipoprotein. Underlying there, it controls the entry and exit of small molecules, because plasma membrane, they are always semi-permeable. control the entry and exit of small molecules and ions, enzymes involved in the oxidation of metabolites, that means respiratory enzymes, and the enzymes for photosynthesis also, as well as photosystems in photosynthesis are present in the plasma membrane. So that is the importance of, because they don't have any respiratory organelles. Membrane bound organelles are absent. So plasma membrane performs a function of respiration and photosynthesis also. Next, inner to the plasma membrane, we can say that is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is thick and semi-transparent. It contains ribosomes and other cell inclusions. Cytoplasmic, what are the inclusions? Now, glycogen, polybeta hydroxybutyrate granules, sulfur granules, and gas vesicles are also present. Now, next one is bacterial chromosome. The bacterial chromosome is a single circular DNA molecule, tightly coiled, and is not enclosed in a membrane as in eukaryotes. That's why the nucleus of bacteria is called the nucleoid or genophore, or it is also called incipient nucleus, not true nucleus. It is amazing to note that the DNA of E. coli, which measures about 1 millimeter long when uncoiled, contains all the genetic informations of the organism. The DNA is not bound by histone protein, because we have studied histone, non-histone, both types of proteins are forming the chromosome. But that is the difference between eukaryotic chromosome and prokaryotic chromosome. Bacteria, they are the prokaryotic organism, and their DNA is not bound to histone proteins. Single chromosome or the DNA molecule is circular, and at one point it is attached to the plasma membrane. And it is attached to the plasma membrane. It is not shown here in the cell wall. This one, at one point it will be attached to the plasma membrane. So this is the site of this is the point of replication. From that point only the replication will be started. So this chromosome is attached at one point. Single chromosome or the DNA molecule is circular, and at one point it is attached to the plasma membrane, and it is believed that this attachment may help in the separation of two chromosomes at the time of replication. Now next one is in the cytoplasm, plasmid is present. So many adjectives are used for describing plasmid. Plasmids are extra chromosomal. What is the meaning of extra chromosomal? Now this is the nuclear chromosome. In addition to the nuclear chromosome, certain circular the plasmids have not been marked here. Here it is marked. Here it is marked. In addition to the nuclear chromosome, which is reddish in color, the certain bacterial cells are having the extra chromosomal double-stranded circular shaped self-replicating autonomous elements. The size of the plasmid varies from 1 to 500 kb. Kb means the kilo base pair. KILE, kilo base pair. This many number of bases are present. So 1 to 500 kilo base pair. Usually plasmid contribute about 0.5 to 5.0% of the total DNA of bacteria. They contain genes for fertility, antibiotic resistant, and heavy metals. That is very, very important. What is the main function performed by plasmid by staying inside the bacterial cell? They contain genes for fertility, antibiotic resistant, and heavy metals. It also helps in the production of bacteriocins. What do you mean by bacteriocin? Bacterial toxin, which are found inside bacterial chromosome. The number of plasmids per cell varies. They are classified into different types based on their function. What are the different types based on their function? Underline there. F, plasmid. F for fertility. I told that is fertility is maintained. That is the main function. Second one is called resistance, antibiotic resistance. R plasmid. So, col, COL, colicin plasmid. That means toxin, bacterial toxin is produced. RI, root inducing plasmid. And next one is called the TI, tumor-inducing plasmids. So based on the function, plasmids are a different types which can be seen in bacterial cell. Mesosomes, they are localized enfolding of the plasma membrane. Localized enfolding, you can see here also. See, localized enfolding, here the bacteria is localized enfolding of the plasma membrane. So these enfolded structure of the plasma membrane, they are called the mesosome. Different forms, it may be vesicles. Vesicles means rounded structure. It may be tubules like this, or it may be lamella, one after another arranged, lamelliform. They are clumped and folded together to maximize the surface area and helps in respiration and binary fission. These two functions are performed by the mesosomes. Polysomes or polyribosomes, in the cytoplasm of bacterial cell, ribosomes are present, and these ribosomes are present in group. How many? 10,000 to 15,000 ribosomes are present, and they are forming like this. I will show, these are the ribosome granules. They will be present in a row, bead on a string, and this string is nothing but mRNA. Sometimes so many ribosomes will be grouped together with mRNA, which is called the polysome or polyribosome. The ribosomes are held together by mRNA and form the polyribosomes. Bacterial ribosomes are a 70S type underlined there. There are two subunits are there, 30 and 50 subunits. These are that is the definition, that is the description of ribosomes of bacterial cell. Now flagella we will be discussing in the class. Okay, thank you children.